is up, Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans? It's your old friend IndyCar Tim here with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Daily Blitz. Some big news coming out of Tampa Bay as just the day before, nothing special, just the day before they report for training camp. As the Buccaneers have finally inked their second-round draft pick, corner Benjamin Morrison. He was one of a number of guys throughout the NFL who had not yet signed their contracts as a second-round pick, and it goes back to the collective bargaining agreement. All these guys in the draft now have slotted salaries. You can't really negotiate your salary. We don't have the holdouts like we used to have before this version of the CBA, because it's all dictated now by the CBA, how much these guys are going to make depending on where you're drafted. However, the one thing that they can negotiate, which apparently has been the hiccup with a lot of these guys, is the guaranteed money in those contracts. Now, expect that to change the next time they roll around with the CBA, because it's kind of been a fiasco for some of these teams. From the player standpoint, I absolutely get it. I understand it. We all do. But it's been a hiccup. And the part of that is because if the player does not sign their rookie deal, they cannot participate in training camp per the CBA. It doesn't mean that they have to sit out for the early part of the offseason, the OTAs, mini camp. They can do that, and Morrison did. But there's been some concern that maybe he won't sign ahead of training camp, as the rookies report on Monday, July 21st. But that's no longer a concern, as Morrison finally signed his deal on Sunday, the day before, and he will report to camp. It was reported by Mike Garofalo, the 53rd overall pick, finally agreed with the Bucs on his 4-year, $8.2+ million rookie deal. He will now get 90% of his third year, 96% of his third year guaranteed per Garofalo. So that's good for the Bucs. They want him in camp. He's an important part of their defense heading into 2025. He's an important part of Todd Bowles' defense. Whereas last year, we know the secondary clearly struggled. The team dealt with injuries all along the defense, and it did not make Bowles' unit look all that great. How much of that was Bowles and how much of that was the injuries? I don't know. That's up for debate. I have my own thoughts, but we'll know now going into 2025, because Jason Light spent a tremendous amount of draft capital to improve the defense. Back in February at the NFL Draft Combine, Todd Bowles said, "I want ball hawks." What did Jason Light do? He went out and got ball hawks. They spent a second-round pick on corner Benjamin Morrison. They spent a third-round pick on corner Jacob Parrish. Both of those guys are expected to be factors in the defense in 2025. Morrison, of course, they've got high hopes for him. He fell to them in the second round, probably because of injury concerns. He had a surgically replaced hip that might have scared a lot of teams away from him in the first round. Otherwise, he's a first-round talent. Just about everybody had Morrison as a first-round talent on their draft boards back in the last day of March when the first round occurred. But with those injury concerns, clearly he slid, and Jason Light, who also said that they had a first-round grade on him, snatched him up. They're not wanting to rush him back too soon, though. Light said they're going to be very careful with him, but he did participate during mandatory minicamp, and he showed why he could be a first-round talent. He impressed just about everybody. He made some very athletic plays in minicamp, including a couple on first-round pick Emeka Egbuka, with some leaping blocks, some leaping deflections, leaping pass breakups, circus-style plays. He impressed everybody. And with injury concerns also for Jamel Dean, it is very possible that Morrison could leapfrog Jamel Dean on the depth chart and be your starter in week 1. Now, of course, we still have all of training camp to play out. We have all of the preseason to play out before we get into the first week of September and the NFL regular season. But it's going to be fun to talk about. It's going to be fun to look at. It's going to be fun to watch as the Bucs will kick off training camp this week. Make sure you are following along with us on the JP Peterson Show. As training camp kicks off, JP will be there for FanStream Sports Tampa Bay, getting audio, getting video, and we will be we'll have all of that right here on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Daily Blitz here on FanStream Sports Tampa Bay. It's going to be a fun couple of 6-7 weeks now until the start of the season. So it's going to be fun to talk about. It's going to be fun to discuss. Talk about these potential Super Bowl contending Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we'll get into the roster. We will get into position previews, all of that good stuff as we get further into training camp and all that good stuff. I'm IndyCar Tim for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Daily Blitz right here on FanStream Sports Tampa Bay. Until next time, boys and girls, we'll see you.